My first ACL rehab went very well. I couldn't be more pleased with the results. Just the initial injury was shocking. It was surprising. It was my first injury where I really had to sit out and actively rehab for X amount of months. And just the day-to-day grind was extensive, but very fulfilling in the end. After tearing my ACL, it was tough because mentally I couldn't imagine running that fast, cutting and running routes. It made zero sense to me. So it seemed like I had to really teach myself how to run again, and that was a slow, long process, just simply because it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. But it was tough watching the guys do their thing and, make plays out there. It was definitely difficult times. The most difficult part of my first ACL rehab was I had a timeline set on me. So if I wasn't ready by the end of training camp, the coaches notified me that I would be released. And that kind of sped up my rehab, and I was having some difficulties with swelling right before training camp, and that delayed my rehab a few months. Rushing my injury, it led me to, I was released at the end of training camp in 2012, and I had to go back home and train on my own in rehab. And because of that, I missed, almost half of the CFL season in 2012, till thankfully Toronto re-signed me and I joined the team again. But from there, I wasn't able to audition for the new coaching staff that was brought into Toronto in 2012, and I kind of missed out on a lot of reps that the other guys got, to make their first impression on the coach. So my first impression with the coaching staff was, this guy is hurt, and in the pros, if you're hurt, they have no use for you. When I tore my ACL this past season, that was interesting because it was almost reminiscent of the same way I tore it in Toronto. I was running down on kickoff. I remember pushing a guy, and the ball carrier was to my left, and I went to take a hop step to the left, and all my weight was on my right leg, and then my leg just shifted, and instantly I knew. I found out about Revolution from a good friend of mine, Daquan Young. He works there as well as trains there, and I asked him good places in the area that offered ACL reconstruction or ACL physical therapy, I should say, and that was the first thing he said. I was going to choose here or the University of Pitt, but I wanted a more one-on-one, family type atmosphere. My ACL rehab this go around is going very well. Revolution Physical Therapy, they do things differently. It's more of a hands-on approach. Every intricate detail is tracked and monitored and jotted down. I don't have a strict timeline. I pretty much have almost a full year to recover. So that allowed me to get my full range of motion back and work on my strength, work on my balance, work on each individual part of the recovery at its full length and not rushing anything. So I'm not afraid to tear it again or anything like that. I know I'm gonna be as strong as I ever was before. It's scary because the way I feel, I've never felt this way before, and just looking to the time when I am 100%, like it's gonna get ugly out there, just as far as getting my speed back, getting my explosiveness back. To me, I'm the most agile person out here, agile player out here, so that's never gonna go anywhere. And I'm looking forward to that day. And I'm looking forward to proving that again this go around 2015. Well, my goals is to destroy the AFL DBs and get back to the CFL and do what I do. I feel as though I can compete with those guys. There's not a lot of receivers in that league that's better than me, and I'm on a mission to prove that.